'cause I insist. Somewhere, somehow, someone's gonna get kissed.
Our Mojave Wasteland adventure begins right here, where it all starts for our favorite courier, an amazing little town called Goodsprings, Nevada. Goodsprings is located on State Route 161, about 10 miles north from the Jean exit off of Interstate 15. Named after rancher Joseph Good, whose cattle used to roam in the area, the town quickly boomed when valuable ores were discovered in the hills. In no time at all, Goodsprings became one of the most productive mining towns in all of Clark County. They mined copper, lead, can't get enough of that, silver, and gold. So put on your mining gear and let's go find some gold of our own.
To the town of our free rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't
Eureka! In the heart of town, you'll find the Pioneer Saloon and General Store. Built over 100 years ago, the saloon is home to legends including outlaws, gunslingers, movie stars such as Clark Gable and Carole Lombard, and in more modern times, bikers, ATVers, and couriers. Let's go in and check it out.
When he rode into the town, he came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around.
You can enter the Pioneer Saloon through the General Store, a classic Western mercantile loaded with all sorts of wonderful Pioneer Saloon merch like t-shirts, souvenir glasses, cup holders, shot glasses, and all kinds of fun things. There's old-time candy and snacks, and even a soda fountain. Be sure to try their amazing malts and shakes. Oh, so good. Outside, you'll find a great patio area for outdoor dining and the entrance to the saloon. Stepping inside the saloon is to step back in history to the Old West. The bar and the lively staff fill the room with old-time spirit. The drinks are fantastic and feature the house whiskey, Old Man Liver. It's a classic Wild West watering hole and all are welcome. Outside, you can enjoy live music from lots of great bands playing all sorts of things. From country to rock and everything in between. They do karaoke night right in this very corner. Forgive me, Marty Robbins. So let's check out the restaurant in the room behind the bar, just like in the game.
He's Pete.
Yes, sir.
I'll take that. Thank you.
Hey, look, everybody! It's Old Man Liver himself.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
Hey, thanks for having us here at the Pioneer Saloon, and thanks so much for doing New Vegas Day. It was awesome.
I'm glad you had a great time. We're going to do it every year, so.
We are so looking forward to it. And right now, because we're doing the Chipmunk Road Chippin show, we'd love to hear more about the Pioneer Saloon and more about you.
Okay. Well, my nickname's Old Man Liver. Got it a few years back. I developed my own whiskey called Old Man Liver American Whiskey. It is oaky, smoky, and a tiny bit spicy. So that's just what I like, but thank God other people like it too. Plus, it's 90 proof instead of 80 proof like Jim or Jack, so you'll get drunker faster with Old Man Liver American Whiskey. Apparently, my attorney won't let me use that in commercials, or I don't know why, but whatever. But anyway, yeah, so we developed this whiskey, and then apparently in some drunken poker game last year, it was a contractually proper through bureaucratically brokered contractual agreement. I acquired the, make sure my attorney's happy. Yep, okay. So we're all good, and I've owned it now for about a year, and I've enjoyed it. And when I realized the fallout history, I was like, we have to focus in on that. So that's why we started doing these annual celebrations, and I love the community. Fallout community is amazing, and everyone's been so supportive, and I really appreciate everybody. So, and I hope everyone votes for me when I run for president.
Oh, awesome. Hey, I ran for president, but that didn't go so well. Oh, but you'll make such a better one.
Thanks. I want everyone to write me in as whatever ballot you get. I don't care if it's president, governor, mayor, your HOA board, write me in. Old Man Liver. We're going to start a revolution.
I guarantee I'm voting for you next time, because we need a great president like you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
And I have to say, folks, when you come here and experience the Pioneer Saloon, and you meet the one and only Old Man Liver himself, you will find a man of the West who truly embodies the spirit of the West and the spirit of Fallout. And it's just so much a part of our community. We're so happy to have you.
It's amazing. Goodsprings, after I acquired the Pioneer Saloon, I bought a house down the street in Goodsprings, and it's a magical community. All the Goodsprings is a very unique town of only 200 people, but very interesting, creative. We're 10 degrees cooler than Las Vegas, because you may not have noticed, but you came up to 3,700 foot elevation coming from Vegas, which is about 2,000. So the weather's nice, and it's just a very creative environment. So it's perfect for Old Man Liver and the Pioneer.
Gosh, that's fantastic. Oh, speaking of Old Man Liver, can I take this one?
I don't know. Are you old enough to drink?
Oh, sure.
Let's see an ID.
Oh, jeepers, I must have left that in Appalachia. Scout's honor.
Yeah. Tell that to the board.
Oh, hey, look! Zeton aliens! Oh.
All right, well, I appreciate you coming out.
Oh, man! Oh, really?
Hey, I just want to thank the entire Fallout community. Thank you for everyone that made it to our first celebration. We're going to do it every year. Look forward to seeing you. Thank you so much. Mwah.
Okay, well, the Pioneer Saloon. And I guess I'm employed here now. So, remember, always bring your ID. How's that?
And money.
And money.
He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead.
Giant Prune Mantises! Giant Prune Mantises!
He was a vicious and killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was in Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip.
So just to go through a little bit of the history here at the Pioneer Saloon, we are the oldest bar and grill in all of the Las Vegas area in southern Nevada, founded in 1913. So we have a lot of history here. A lot of movies have been made. Just to give you an idea, here's our little section where we have some antiques. This was actually a scale used back in the day when we opened. Goodsprings was a big mining town, and these were the scales that used to see how much and how valuable their lead and zinc and gold and silver and about everything was mined here back in the day. A lot of movies have been filmed here. You can see Cheech and Chong's Things Are Tough All Over. The next time you watch that, keep an eye out for the Pioneer Saloon. We've got Miss Congeniality 2, Fear and Loathing Las Vegas, Five Finger Death Punch filmed one of their videos here in this very dining room. We're continuing to do movies pretty regularly and music videos and such. Over here, we kind of pay homage to Carol Lombard and Clark Gable. They are involved a little bit in the history of the Pioneer and the fact that Carol Lombard got in a plane crash right back out here in Mount Potosi. And Clark Gable came to town, which was big for Goodsprings, to have a superstar, because back in the, he's like to equate it to kids, a Johnny Depp times 10 for his day. So that's how big Clark Gable was back in the day. So unfortunately, Carol Lombard passed away in the plane crash, but we do have a piece of the wreckage that was pulled from Mount Potosi. There's still a good bit of the wreckage still up there because it's so remote. It was hard to get anything down outside of the bodies. But we had just entered World War II when that happened, and she was on traveling, collecting donations for war bonds. And one thing that might have contributed to the pilot error of hitting the mountain was that normally we have all these safety beacon lights that are up and running, but at the time we were worried about a Japanese attack from the Pacific, so all our lights were out, so it was pitch dark. The pilot must have gotten confused and crashed on the mountain, but they say he came to town. He stayed at a hotel called the Fail Hotel, which has since burned down. It burned down in the 60s, but it was a very big deal to have Clark Gable come to town. But since then, we have, constantly celebrities and people that just love history that want to come out. And now, thankfully, to the Fallout New Vegas community, ever since the video game came out, we like to pay homage, and we have a whole section just of memorabilia that fans have donated to us. So thank you guys for what you've contributed. And I had to just get the video game in here so people could play the game while on site. So sometimes Easy Pete will come in and sit down next to people and freak them out. But he does still work with us. He's been with the Pioneer Saloon for 20 years, and that's the guy who they based the character Easy Pete off of. You want to follow me this way? By the way, this is the potbelly stove we actually use in the winter to keep the place warm. You can see it's U.S. Army. I've been told that pieces of it are from a cannon from all the way back in the Civil War. But I wanted to show you over here, there's 3 bullet holes in the wall. I have confirmed with a lot of my military friends that these are definitely bullet holes. Now, where they came from, we can't prove it, but there was actually a poker game here at this very table back in 1915 where Paul Koski, this out-of-work miner who was belligerent and drunk, and he tried to steal the pot, and the dealer, Joe Armstrong, shot him dead on the spot, which back in the day, it was legal to shoot someone who was legitimately cheating at a game of poker. So the guy fell to the floor, dead instantly, took 10 hours for the coroner to come out. Horse and buggy days, everything was slower back then. But that poker game did actually happen, and a guy did get killed here. That's all county record, and we actually have the coroner's report up here on the wall. So that's all, that actually did happen. A lot of people think Paul Koski is one of the ghosts that walks the Pioneer, because we do have a haunted history as well.